All in a day's work for the Squadron Supreme, Earth's mightiest heroes.
We got it locked from your block to the comic shop.
Listen, share, rate, and subscribe to Hip Hop Marvel's podcast, available on all podcast platforms and apps and streaming services. Available on Pandora, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more.
Yo, this your boy Frank Nick. And there's rules if you want to get in this Marvel Studios. Don't nobody get in this motherfucker. So rule number 1, don't pop your ass up. Don't bring no extra niggas. And you better be ready to write, direct, produce some hot shit, or you will not get in. Marvel Studios, nigga, you know what it is. Frank Nick, let's go.
We got it locked from your block to the comic shop.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
1 2 1 2. Hip Hop Marvels. Marvelous. Marvin Hagler versus Hearns. Whenever Bash take turns on verses. Curses on whoever stepping near the bomb epicenter. The inventors of hallways y'all can't enter. So any villain type of step up, he get injured. We pull out pins and link up like the defenders.
The end of your road, playboy, of course you're center the fold. I'm Bobby Drake versus Froze like I invented the code. You can't hold a candle to us with too much, you screw up. The podcast will tell you something good like Rufus. And we don't give 2 fucks with bash your territory. Get the cash and the glory while the grill tells my story.
It's getting gory, the blood, sweat, and tears took us farther. When great minds think alike, combine and onslaught ya. Xavier types that Magneto grip the microphone. Scott Summers stare a human down if I don't like its own. Metal on me like I'm Dr. Doom, piece to pick the bond. We marvelous on any beat we choose to spit upon. Bash.
It's your boy Doug Floyd in the place to be, and in the place to be is Doug Floyd, and this is Hip Hop Marvel's podcast, your friendly neighborhood plug for all things hip hop and Marvel, where we got it locked from the block to the comic shop. And this is episode number 42. You know what I'm saying? We breaking down our top 5 hip hop albums of 2023. You know, we're at the end of the year now. A lot is going on, has gone on in hip hop. So we're going to take this time out to present y'all a little special episode where we dedicate, our top 5 albums. Now, the way this is going to work, we're going to break down our top 10 personal albums and see what the average is and how many times certain albums show up in each of our lists. And that will determine our top 5 for the year. You know what I'm saying? But before we get into that, to my far left, I have...
It's your boy Terry, a.k.a. Double T, the man with the alliterative.
Teed up.
Next we have...
Got Pat Mulli, the beat bully. What's good, y'all?
All right.
You already know it's your boy Jigpool, aficionado of everything Deadpool.
That's right. And finally we have...
You got your boy E-Ray, a.k.a. Phil Mo Thick.
How you like him?
I like him slim, thick, with tight freckles. All day. I want to say happy holidays to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Hope everybody got to chill with their family and all,
Yeah, Thanksgiving, just passed.
They loved ones.
And we got Christmas coming up. New Year's this year flew by fast. You know what I'm saying?
Passed too.
Yeah, most definitely.
Shout out, happy birthday, bro.
Yeah, that's right. And so, I know it's been a minute since we, put out the last pod. What y'all been up to? T, we'll start with you, T.
Man, finishing up finals for school, working, taking care of kids.
All right. Daddy duties.
Yes, sir.
That's a job
Yes,
that
sir.
doesn't never stops.
Yeah.
Doesn't stop.
Never.
You know what I mean? How about you, Pat? What you been working on, man?
Man.
Hey, before you start though, I already know where you going with it because, I'm chilling at the crib. I get a text message and it's an MPC box. He's like, yo, it's here.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
That too.
That too. A lot has changed. Yeah.
Moved. Which is, area I'm in is pretty cool. Quiet. So I can get a lot of work done. I ain't got to worry about too much. Other than that,
just work and fixing up the crib for Christmas. That's about it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Jig.
I mean, likewise, same as everybody else. Just finished the move a little while ago. We finally got settled in. Outside of that, it's literally just mainly work and trying to keep these kids in order. My daughter's turning 15. My son's 11, 12. I gotta put them in the street.
Man,
worry about shooting a little boy out in the street. So.
Hey.
Yeah,
right.
Oh man,
it truly is. So that's where I am. I'm in a state of limbo.
That's what's
Sounds right.
That's what's up, man. Same here, man. Getting adjusted to the move still.
Right.
Holidays, Thanksgiving was pretty lit. We had Thanksgiving in the new crib. Everybody came over.
Too, yeah.
It was dope. You know what I mean? And it was just like, our space is bigger, so it was just like kind of it felt good. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it felt good. It's like it's like we're here. We in our own space. So now it's like our spot is like the new hangout spot. It never been. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Never really could have it.
Right.
I understand. It's dope. It was a really good feeling having everybody here for Thanksgiving for the first time.
Yeah, most definitely. And my wife and I, we keep to ourselves, and we always say like we barely have friends and shit. And it was just nice to have people over, family, friends, you know what I mean, over our new spot, man. So, but yeah. So just that a lot of brainstorming things for the pod, for the future of the pod. 2024 is gonna be dope. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a powerful, dope year. Yeah, man. So it sound like so yeah, we just gonna keep it moving. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Man, same things. Kind of like I'm in transition and moving too, so I'll probably move out my spot probably next month.
That's what's up, man. Everybody making the moves, man.
Yes, sir.
I think everybody moved except T, right? T, you still in the same spot, right?
What a house.
Yeah, T, so I ain't going nowhere anytime soon.
Bury me in there.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. So, but yeah, man. We gonna get into these top 10 albums of the year. Our personal list, like I said, people, lists, they're kind of irritating to me. A lot of people come out with lists, you know what I'm saying? They come out with all types of hip hop lists, whether it be albums or top MCs and all of that. The list game is kind of irritating because a lot of people set it out as, whatever media outlet tells you it's on the top of a list, they make that law, and it's not law. I think a list is subjective.
Most of those lists are paid for.
Paid for. Too. You know what I'm saying? So, I just want to put that disclaimer out there that these are our personal top 10 favorites of this year, hip hop wise. Ours, you know what I mean? There's a lot of projects that came out. And we'll get into our honorable mentions a little later. You know what I'm saying? If y'all got any honorable mentions, I know I got a few of them.
I struggled to pick. Like
you talking about for your regular primary list?
My primary,
indeed.
There's not a lot that impressed me.
No, true.
Yeah,
I will say that. I think last year, listening to I listened to the last episode. That we the last year's episode of the recap we did, where we did the same, sort of the same thing. And I think
sort through.
Yeah, last year we had a lot.
Yeah.
It was a good year. It was a good year for hip hop last year. 2022. Yeah,
we had a lot that we all had in honorable mentions, and we all agreed on it. But it was like, now I'm struggling to put them on there.
I have a few of my honorable mentions, but like I said, a few of them, and we'll talk about it later. But a few of them I don't consider hip hop albums, but they're like the people, the artists that have done these albums. They're in the hip hop world, and they're considered quote unquote rappers. But the projects they put out,
for me, that was like Brent Fires.
Yeah,
I know he's not hip hop, but like if I had to pick a top 10,
well, I'm talking about cats like Yachty. Yachty is considered hip hop, but the project he put out this year was phenomenal to me.
It was not hip hop,
but it was not hip hop. You understand what I'm saying?
We can't leave out 3 Stacks in his flute album.
Oh yeah, the flute album.
He ain't nothing but out hip hop, but
you gotta put that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Guess you gotta put that up there. But so we'll start with you, T, man. You can run down your top 10, and don't be afraid to give us insight on why you chose some of these, or you picked some of these albums, and you know.
I mean, so for me, I love lyrics, but I'm also a mood music type of person. So like I work out. So if I'm at the gym, I'm not trying to hear, Nas while I'm sitting there bench pressing. I need something that's going to, get me hype.
Yeah, most of them.
So I mean, for my number one album, I had Killer Mike Michael. I mean, I feel like that
on the list.
Then I got Magic 3 as my number 2.
Okay.
Course of the Inevitable 3 by Lloyd Banks. Like,
okay, I'm already like my list. Me and you got like you named a few that we have in common. So
and then I'm gonna throw in by Mad by SDG. Like that's something I listen to a lot at the gym. Gift and a Curse by Gunna. I know he's snitching, but it ain't got shit to do with me.
Ain't got nothing to do with music.
Right.
But Welcome to Collie Grove too. Wayne and 2 Chainz.
Okay.
Like Wayne had some bars on there.
No, he did.
Like there was a few bars on there where I'm like,
I love the Wu-Tang, the Shame on a Nigga joint. That shit is hard, bro.
And then, further down my list, I had Magic 2. I ain't like that as much as I like Magic 3, but it's still.
And I totally forgot both of those came out this year.
Yeah,
that
same year.
One came out in July, one came out in like September or some shit.
King's Disease came out 2023 as well.
Yeah. King's, it was into 22, right?
Into 22, I believe.
It was in.
Was it 3? Yeah.
Because I was looking at that because I like that one.
Yeah,
it was
slightly.
Yeah, I think it's the end of 22.
And then I ain't really like Drake's new album, but the Scary Hours 3, I got that on there. 7 songs.
It's crazy. I think that's going to be a lot of our takes, like, because for all the dogs, don't get me wrong. It's Drake. Like I said, a lot of the shit he drops is not whack. It's just it might not
It's not for us. Like,
so I don't think his initial For All the Dogs album will make our top 10 list, but I think that. If so, I think it's like the expansion portion of it, the Scary Hours 3.
I mean,
because it was more rapidy rap.
That was for us. That was bars, lyrics.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the time, his music, he got like 5 songs for us, 5 songs for the ladies, 5 songs for this. Like he mixes his up. I mean, I guess to diverse his fan base.
Most definitely.
So I mean, but he's consistent. Like I'm not a huge he's not one of. I like him, but I'm not like a Drake head, but he's consistent. Like he's probably the most consistent person we have right now.
Right. Yeah, most definitely.
Look at K-Dot, look at Cole. I mean, outside of Nas, it's every 3 years we get an album from a decent person.
Yeah.
So that makes it hard to say this is better than this.
Yeah,
you might go platinum, but you're going platinum every 4 years.
Most definitely. Yeah. I mean, shit.
I like consistency. I mean, personally, myself. Like
I do. But then I think, like we talked about last time, I think, as far as Drake goes, he kind of reached that point now to where he's like, all right, I need to chill for a minute.
Yeah.
And I think he's at that point where he's gonna let his fans kind of like want him. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna wait. And it might not be long, but it'll be to the point to where it's like, all right,
but look at
we need another Drake joint. You know what I mean?
Do you hear what Joyner said, right?
Nah, what
he had a whole album he scrapped.
Joyner
Lucas. He said, I'm gonna change up my style, been rapping the same way for years, blah, blah, blah. And then he dropped like 2 or 3 singles and his whole fan base was like, nah. So he scrapped the whole album. Was like, yeah, I gotta get back to my old ways. My fans wasn't feeling it.
Yo, that's gotta hurt though, man.
He scrapped that whole album.
That's gotta hurt. I wonder what that transition is like because look at M, for instance. There was a certain point to where a lot of fans got tired of him rapping with that accent and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they were like, yo, where's the old Eminem, like, you know what I mean? But I think he grew, and eventually he got out of that accent shit because I think it was on certain albums he would address it. Like, I know y'all don't like this little accent shit I'm doing. I'm gonna change it up. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that gotta hurt, but at the same time, man, like,
man, it's always like, I feel too, it's like it's kind of like a hit or miss sometimes. Cause like I was listening to an interview with Andre and he was saying that when he was going to do Hey Ya, he said one of his best partners was like, man, if you do this, you're going to end your career. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think people are looking for innovation, but then if you add a core base, they're expecting a certain thing from you. Like me, like I'm an old head, I'll boom bap the shit out of stuff. but I do got my guilty pleasures, and I'm trying even more now to broaden my horizons on other music or other genres of what we call hip hop, because I do understand that like my hip hop ain't hip hop for young boys and stuff
And
like
I
that.
think that's where my list came from, because you know me, like I like lyrics and I don't really like the trap rap type deal. So like if I could get a little bit of both, like where I get some bars and a nice beat, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
Especially something, because I mean, there's some shit you listen to, you sitting there like beep, 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 beep,
Right.
beep,
Right.
beep, beep.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
what the fuck did
Feel like
you
you're
just
getting
say?
dumber by listening.
Yeah.
Like speaking of Andre though, like that's a good point. Like I think a lot of people gravitated towards Andre because he put the medicine in the food. You know what I'm saying? So it was like he could be on like tracks like Walk It Out or like a party track, but he still
have that
still
with
get
the
bars and shit.
over your head.
Bars,
the people
bars,
that they don't understand that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've listened to that shit.
Man.
But you can still dance to it. Look at like Rosa Parks and shit. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, they play it in the club, but like he's saying
That's a
some
song
shit.
I listen to while I'm working out.
Yeah.
Sorry, Miss Jackson.
Yeah,
Shit,
like
yeah.
he's telling you shit, like, you know what I mean? But it's like you can dance to it in the club. So I like shit like that. And I don't mind like my trap shit being disguised as some barred up shit. You know what I mean?
There was a few little baby songs that, you know, he had said some shit. Like it took me like 2 or 3 times to catch, because I'm like, damn, that's deep. Like,
But
He
it's
actually
over
saying something.
Yeah, but it's over a dope ass beat. You know what I'm saying? So
he said some shit. It was like letting a bitch control the beef and then let it go for a while, then the lease is up, or let him live there for a while, then the lease is up. Some shit like that. I was like, damn.
yeah, he's saying he definitely be saying some
It
shit.
caught me off guard.
But so that's your full list of 10?
Nah, so then my last 2 are more like Been One by Rilo Rodriguez and then Business is Business by Young Thug.
Okay. I ain't mad at your list at all though, man. I'm not mad at your
It's
list at all.
diverse.
It is.
Yeah. I'm not mad at your list at all. I know there's you did name a few that I have actually on my list. Anybody can attest to that?
Yeah, most of
The King. Yeah, he got King. Yeah.
We gonna hear all our lists. You ain't gotta tell him, but I know how many you think he got
Maybe
on yours.
2.
He got a good too?
2.
All right.
2.
So I know it's 2. I got a his too.
Yeah.
So remember to keep track of the ones that are mentioned the most.
I got it
right
here.
That are mentioned the most, and we're gonna go. And that's how we're gonna determine 5 through 1. You know what I'm saying? 5 being the ones mentioned the least, 1 being the ones mentioned the most.
How we do the tiebreaker? Say we all got the same one on there. Is it
A tiebreaker?
So rank
Yay or nay?
the rank.
We just nay on the spot. You know what I'm saying? We have to yeah and nay it on the spot. You know what I mean? All right, Pat.
Mr. Toxin.
What you got,
All right.
Mr. Toxin?
All right. So I'm gonna tell you, just because I produce and make beats and all other types of things, don't. I know some of y'all gonna be like, "What? Huh? Who's
It's
that?"
look, listen.
What?
Mulli the bully. Get him.
No judgment.
Not
Yeah.
y'all. I'm not y'all. So no, not that.
Hey, he got to stand on business, though. Let him stand on business.
But check this out. This is why I put that disclaimer out in the beginning of the episode, because you know what I mean.
But
these are our own personal.
Yeah,
tastes.
it should never be like what everybody's saying. That's what you like. You know what I'm saying?
And what's crazy is this is why I wanted to break it down this way, is because, you know, as a general consensus, we're coming up with our top 5. Like we can't argue with, because guess what?
It's ours.
It's ours.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
we
respect
had
that.
these on all our lists. You know what I'm
I
saying?
respect that because it's not influence. Most of the
Right.
time you hear these
Right.
top 10 lists, it's like, okay, well, Columbia Records is friends with these
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
We're gonna put this person up top because
No,
they wanna-
this is our general
in our
heads,
Yeah.
and we're averaging out all of our lists. You know what I'm saying? Hell, we could have probably had, like, think about if we didn't match anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
that shit
That
would
would
have
be
been fucking
even
crazy.
Well, nah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure we already know we matched at least 2 or 3 of them.
But the other thing too, we all individuals, and then we all have certain things that hit us a certain type of way as far as music.
Exactly.
That's what
So-
music is supposed to do.
Right,
for you.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
what you're supposed to get from it.
And, you know, I'm anxious to hear everybody. I know everybody's list is not the same as mine, so I'm anxious to hear it, because guess what? There's some shit that, there's some albums that came out this year that may have flown over my head.
Yeah, I know which one.
That I didn't hear. You know what I'm saying? And then there's some that I've heard that just didn't make the list, but I mean, I still think they're dope. So like that's when the honorable mentions come.
I'm intrigued to hear Pimpin' Pat's list.
Yeah,
Hit us with the list, baby. What?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
All right, so number one off rip is gonna be Michael Killer Mike.
Okay.
So, off the gate. Then you got Black Thought, Glorious Game.
Okay.
I forgot about that's the one with L. Michael's affair, right?
Yeah. And Philly Stand Up. You know,
Yes.
I gotta rep
Most
that.
definitely. I forgot about
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Philly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then I got so Conway the Machine, Won't He
Okay.
Do It?
Okay.
Another good one.
The Alchemist, Vaughn Dyer.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's man, God, that
It was beautiful. actually.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
And plus he's a producer, so you know I'm gonna
Yeah.
connect
Oh, yeah.
with it right off the top.
Probably top 10.
Utopia,
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott. Hard to Love by Moneybag Yo. Yeah,
yeah.
Moneybag, yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Hell's Kitchen, Don Tripp.
Yo, I totally forgot about that one.
That is that's
totally forgot
definitely-
about that one. Damn, how did I forget about that?
Hey man. Hey.
Because me and you been talking about Don Tripp all
Yeah.
year this year, damn near.
I mean
He been dropping.
he's consistent.
Yeah.
I think he dropped like 10
this year?
I want to say 10.
This year?
I mean, not all albums, but singles
Oh,
with the
okay.
albums
Oh, okay.
all together. It was
Yeah.
like 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He was killing it this year. So
Yeah.
I forgot about that one.
Where else am I at? Well, I'm at 7 right now.
7.
Yeah. 7.
Shit. Welcome to College Grove.
Okay.
Because that one, I was really waiting for that. And I wanted to see the Duffel Bag Boys back so bad.
Right.
And just to hear it and see it, I was
thoroughly and not, I wouldn't even say impressed. I was just thoroughly like entertained with that shit. Like they did that. They did that.
Bars, the beat.
Yeah, they did
I
that.
thought it was okay. I
Yeah,
thought it
they
was
did
okay.
that. That was some hip hop shit, real hip hop shit.
My last two, Magic 2 and 3. Nice.
Oh, yeah, gotta put that shit up.
Which
Gotta go
order?
there.
Which
Yeah.
order? 3 or 2?
Damn. I like 3.
Yeah.
3 before 2.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
3 was the best out of
Yeah,
all
same
of them.
way.
No for all the dogs, man. No Drake.
I told you.
He said that when he walked in the door.
Told you,
I was like,
told you it wasn't gonna be
It's
up there.
not gonna be on there. I'm just letting you guys
Yeah.
know.
It's
not gonna Damn, he told
Ah.
he told you for the rip, so he
He's like,
got
nah.
it here.
Because it was playing on the TV. He was like, yeah, no, that's not gonna be on my list.
He let it be known.
Don't
like,
get
look,
me wrong. As much as I love Drake and Cole being on it, that video was a movie.
Yeah, that shit was fire. That
Don't
shit
get
was
me
fire.
wrong. And the album is good. It's just not on my top.
Scary Hour for all the dogs.
Yeah. Oh, Scary
I
Hour.
like the Scary Hour. So
That's the only one I like.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, For All the Dogs had some shit on there. Don't
Like
get
2
me
or
wrong.
3 songs out of what?
It had some shit, but it was more so, like I said, scared for us, like hearing the bars.
Man, I went back and re-listened to it like y'all told me to. And I was like,
I couldn't get into it. I had to skip it. Like first person shooter, it might be like 1 or 2 other ones. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I'm used to like the Underground Kings and shit like that.
Yeah.
That's my favorite song of all time from him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That whole album.
that
whole album.
Bitches all of his switches, I swear.
yeah, that shit was fire.
Yeah.
It did for me for like what I ain't gonna hold you. Cause it was this young boy, and me and him, like he was a super Drake fan, and like I was like, man, if the only way I mess with Drake if I'm 2-stepping with a young lady. And so when him and Push, when that first one, when he put that back to back, I had to go in a quiet place and I heard it, and I was like, I thought it was over for my man Pusha T. Until
Talking about me with back to back.
well, no, he made a 3-peat or something song where he had the ring. We had a 3-peat when he was going against Pusha T. It was the one. Yeah, back to back was Meek, but he did a 3-peat or something like that. I guess he was.
No,
but,
he just. I know he did the.
They went back and forth, and then who was it? Jay Prince deaded it. Jay Prince was like, "Leave it alone," and nobody ever spoke on that shit since.
But the first song that he did,
really
I had to
did.
go in the closet and I had to give him his dues, and I was just like,
he
and
hit
then-
that fist pump, and
yeah, I was like, I couldn't let none of them know. I couldn't let none of them know. And when I came out, young boy was smiling too. Look, it was crazy. He was just smiling at me, and I was like.
He been giving Drake his props, like
Hey, look, I had to, but then Pusha T hit it was Aiden. Oh man, it was over. I was like, okay, yeah, I was like, man, whatever.
Yeah, that was
all right.
wild. That was wild.
And I'm gonna be honest, Push's bars were more shocking than introspective. They weren't really, oh my God.
Yeah.
It was just more
it was
shock
shocking.
value.
Yeah.
He did what Nas did on Ether, pretty much. Nas ain't really
roasted.
That's all it was.
Yeah,
It was a roasting
yeah.
session. It wasn't like he wasn't saying nothing profound. He was just like, your whiskers like a rat.
He
Paid the
mild
bills your way.
them, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
He
So,
pretty he just kind of like put his business out there, but it was just, you know what I'm saying, he did it nasty though. It was nasty the way he did it.
Yeah, so Jig, man, what you got?
Okay, so I have my list, and quite a few of you have matched what I had, and number one on my list was 100% Black Thought, Glorious Game.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Number two was Killer Mike.
Okay.
Now,
wait, what?
I'm gonna be honest. With the exception of the song "Wet Vagina," I listened to Doja Cat's album almost
Give it to me
every day. When I set up the store in the morning, I literally start the boy Akeem Ali, "Love Me."
Yeah,
I play "Seen It All," Jeezy and Jay-Z, and then I go straight to Scarlet.
Yeah.
Every single morning.
Yeah.
Every morning.
Yeah.
So you got her as 3?
Honestly, yeah. It's what I listened to the most this year. 100%.
Yeah.
All right.
I got Gunna, Gift and a Curse. I have Talib Kweli's Liberation.
I forgot that came out.
Came across
That's
it
crazy as hell.
randomly.
I totally forgot that.
One of the songs were on, and I was on an elevator, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Right.
And I went and searched it, and then I found the album, and I can listen to almost every song except 2.
What was it? Liberation 2?
2.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
I forgot about that.
I forgot about that shit, man. Bro.
Metro Boomin, Heroes and Villains.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nas, Magic 2 and 3.
Okay.
All right. I don't know if you guys know about this young guy in Cali, Lil Russell.
Yeah.
Is this your main? Hold on. Is this still your
Magic
main?
3
Is
or
this
2?
still your main list?
Main list.
Okay. I know Lil Russell.
3 or 2?
Yeah.
Which one?
Which
order? 2.
Magic 3, then 2.
All right, bet.
Yeah. It would be Lil Russell's Family Business and then Drake.
Okay.
Scary Hours.
Lil Russell's Family Business and then Drake, Scary Hours. Okay, I ain't mad at that at all, though.
Yeah.
That's my list.
I ain't mad at that.
And I'm all over the place because honestly, what's usually in my headphones is the exact opposite of what I play out loud.
Yeah.
Because in my headphones by myself, I'm usually listening to things like Kings of Leon or 30 Seconds to Mars. Weird, like alt rock and shit.
Jared
like that.
Leto's band.
Yeah, that's
Well, I've been taking breaks on that too, like, cause I ain't gonna hold you, like, you know what I'm saying, don't take my card away, but I be messing with Coldplay.
Whoa.
And like that
Helps
Scar
your soul.
Tissue
Take what guard away?
from Red Hot Chili Peppers. I've been on that lately. I've been like on some other stuff right now. You know what I'm saying?
You find
Supposed
so
to.
much inspiration in other kinds of music.
Yeah.
Man. It's so good, so good. Kings of Leon has an album that is so great. Nickelback, they get a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Their album, great. Nickelback gets treated like the stepchild of rock.
For real?
I think it's like their second album. It's really, really
Yeah.
good.
Oh, shit.
And you'll be surprised how much of rock gets recycled into rap as samples that you just never hear of.
Absolutely.
Because the people that own that music don't want to be publicly a part of hip hop, so they don't put it out there.
Right.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It is a lot.
Cause I just mess with 3 Doors Down too, cause you know they from Woolmarket, Mississippi, and I like, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, shout out to Mississippi.
Rock Marvel's coming soon, ladies
Right.
and gentlemen. Hell yeah, Rock Marvel's coming soon. That's dope as hell, Rock Marvels. But
DJ Dub.
I hear you.
All right, so my list, like I said, you know, so I share a lot of the same, you know, ideas as far as albums with you guys.
Yeah.
And some I don't think I heard on up until this point. So I'm gonna start off with Killer Michael.
Okay.
I done heard that 4 times already.
Yes.
So
That's way
that's
up there
looking
already.
That's way up there. That's a contender for being
Mike's
the number
looking
1
good.
in the
But
in the
man,
5.
like for
Yeah.
me, I don't like I don't know, maybe it's his like Killer Mike's delivery and his cadence. I just can't. It didn't really move me like that.
I learned to like Killer Mike listening to Run the Jewel.
Yeah, like he has some good cool songs, but like I
I've
don't
been
know.
a Killer Mike fan
Exactly.
Back when Outkast released Stank On You.
Yeah.
Been around for a minute.
Bruh. Like,
some of the features he did, I froze with.
Then when he did the Purple City Kryptonite shit. When he did that shit. Then when he did the rap album, which sparked Run the Jewels.
Correct.
Yeah. The rap album, he had remember, all the production was done by LP.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For the rap album. And when he did that, I said, yo, he sound dope as hell on LP's production. That sparked, you know what I mean, the whole Run the Jewels shit. And then Run the Jewels, of course, they, you know, I've always been a Company Flow fan, you know, LP. Always been a Company Flow fan. And then like his solo albums, even back when he changed his name to Mike Bigger.
Mm-hmm.
He changed his name to Mike Bigger because, you know, the killer shit was, you know, that's like
with that. When you grow up,
it's like
it's progression. Yeah.
Just like Mace taking off the murder.
Yeah, it's progression.
You know,
It's progression,
taking
man.
off the killer. You know, shit like that. So progression. But then he switched it back. You know what I mean? And now, you know, here we are with Michael, and you know, it shows his growth. Like he really, a lot of people don't know, he released a lot of solo projects. The grind time joints he put out.
Yeah.
There was a point in time where he was like either heavily affiliated or signed to Grand Hustle or some shit.
Yeah.
So and that was during the Mike Bigger phase.
Yeah. And like I said, I appreciate him and his activism, and like, you know, he even went to LA. It was trying to bring Crips and Bloods together. He was trying to show them how to market, like take something that was, you know, had a negative stigma to it and like make it into a better thing, like Crip grape soda, stuff like that.
Trigger warning.
Yeah.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Was it? I think
That was a
it
good
on
special
Netflix.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Netflix special he had.
So
Trigger
like,
warning.
don't get me wrong, I appreciate Killer Mike, and I like some of his music. It's just that album, it wasn't for me like it was for you, and that's okay.
No, it is okay. Yeah, 100%.
Like, and I understand that. Like, you know, I personally, I like the message, the beats, and then like, you know, the lyrics. So, but at the same time, I understand the delivery, because some of it's like the same thing over and over, and the same cadence on different beats. So, I mean, I get that.
It just literally like it was a breath of fresh air, because it was something I needed from hip hop, and he fed that.
Yeah.
Because the album was entertaining, it was educational, it was fucking, the beats was dope, the features to me was fire. Like I mean, it had one of the illest verses of the year on that motherfucker from Andre 3000.
Oh yeah.
What was it? Scientists and Engineers, that song? So like that's I mean,
but it's Mike's lack of lyrical dexterity, which, you know, keeps you from being able to continue to replay it.
Yeah.
You know, it's great within its standing, but he does not switch up his flow much.
Yeah.
Right, but yeah,
it's a
beautiful album. Beautiful album. Beautifully done.
Yeah.
Beautifully done.
And shout out to him, and then congratulations to his all his awards and nominations and stuff.
He owns about 12% of the neighborhood he grew up in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I
He's doing
said,
big things.
shout out to Mike.
This album has for me what I call classics. Like I call an album a classic if it has number one, if it has replay value, which it had for me, and if I can play it top to bottom without skipping shit.
That matters.
Even if I'm just cleaning, I could throw it on the background. If I can let that shit ride straight through, that's a classic, bro. To me. And that's what I can do with this Michael album. I've drove destinations with this whole shit,
not even
front and the back, right?
Yeah.
Not even touching it. I cleaned the crib with this shit on. I just sat there and just listened to it, smoking or some shit. Like,
but you even look
you know
at
what I mean?
the features, like just the different people he had on there, blended all on one, like one
It's
album.
rare.
Yeah, most definitely. He had
Currency and 2 Chainz,
Mozzie,
Young Thug,
Andre 3000, Young Thug, Black,
Andre,
CeeLo and shit. Like,
Violator album did.
Yeah, Fabo on there.
On any
Fabo.
Yeah.
I had Fabo on there.
Like, where do you find him?
So as far as my list, so I got Killer Michael. I got Joel Ortiz and Crooked Eye Prosper.
And we heard that together.
Yeah, me and him had.
Hey.
Yo, hold on.
Oh, go, that's your list. I'm gonna let you do it, Free.
So he came over. I forgot what we he came over to do a dump on my hard drive.
Yeah.
Pause. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, Paul.
What?
Yeah.
Nasty.
Yeah, yeah.
Right there.
Pause.
You gonna have to edit that out.
Edit that out.
Oh, we had it in there.
Real.
Oh man.
That's nasty work.
Damn, that is nasty.
Yeah.
Wow. Let me retrace my steps on that one. So basically he came over and he had a lot of the footage that we, recorded. So I had to, get that from him. And then we were listening to, music or whatever. And I told him, I was like, yo, Joel Ortiz and Cricket, I got a new joint out. I said, I ain't really peep it yet. So we just threw it on while we were just conversing and, chopping it up. And bro, we listened to that album front to back live.
Yeah.
I was like, we should have let him live stream this.
Yeah.
Because, bro, we was like, did we touch the shit? Did did we fast forward?
No.
Bro, that album is fucking fire, bro.
Nice.
So
albums match on your list.
Yeah.
That shit was fire, bro.
Yeah.
And he even said when new albums come out, we should have listening sessions together.
100%.
Even
100.
Even just listening to the joint, on the episode and fucking you know what I mean? Critiquing it as we go. Cause we was lit though, bro.
Yeah, that was
front to back.
Yeah, that was one of the
most definitely
good ones.
Yeah. So I got that one. I got Sky Zoo, Mind of a Saint.
Okay, yeah. Dang, why I didn't put that?
Let me paint.
Why I didn't do it? Oh, I didn't think about my man.
Paint the picture for you though. Shout out to Sky Zoo. You know what I'm saying? But Mind of a Saint, he wrote the fucking album as if he was Franklin Saint from Snowfall.
Yeah.
Yes. Mind of a Saint. This shit is fucking.
I see the track title, Bodies.
Yeah. Come on,
by Brick. And he was in the car snapping on the boy. I built this.
I love concept albums. I love concept albums.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty impressive.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I love. I love.
That go to one of mine. As a concept.
I love concept albums. You know what I'm saying? So when he came out with that, and then I think either he had an interview or I either read it, and he was speaking on the album. He was like, yeah, I pretty much wrote it from the mindset of Franklin Saint. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
that's ridiculous. And everybody knows Snowfall was that shit. You know what I'm saying? Snowfall was that. Yeah, Snowfall was that shit.
Listen to that later.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my number 3. I got Mind of a Saint. Of course, I got Gunna, A Gift and a Curse. You know what I'm saying? I got Nas Magic 3. Nas Magic 2. I got West Side Gun, and Then You Pray for Me. I like that album. He has some dope ass features on there. And Then You Pray for Me. Yeah. And I was a big fan of Pray for Paris too. So this is like the sequel to that. Pray for Paris and Then You Pray for Me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Lloyd Banks, The Course of the Inevitable 3. Me and Terry always talk about when Banks dropped.
That's my honorable mention. I listened to that.
Banks is that dude. He's still that dude.
Yeah.
You know what? I haven't even heard that album. I gotta go repeat.
Oh
it,
yeah,
though.
it's
I think I heard one song of it, but I didn't even listen to the whole album.
I even paid attention to the Halloween Havoc shit he dropped this past Halloween.
Mixtape? No, I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, he dropped the Halloween Havoc mixtape this past Halloween.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, you better go back and listen. He got some shit on there too.
They're calling that a good an album. That's how good it was.
Yeah. So yeah, I got Lloyd Banks, The Course of the Inevitable 3. Doja Cat, Scarlet, of course. Like you said, man, that's a through and through for me.
Y'all making me go listen to this album. I'm gonna listen to this album. I'm gonna listen to this album.
Open mind.
He gonna be bobbing and you'll be like, what
No, I'd rather be finished. I'm in there making coffee, bitch.
Yo, me and wifey was in the kitchen. Look.
But that's why I appreciate y'all though. I appreciate you guys because you guys broaden my horizon. Cause I might actually like the album. Some of the stuff, like some of the albums, I'm gonna really go and listen to the album.
Yeah.
Like the Killer Mike album you told me about. I had listened to it, and I even went back to try to listen to it. Like I said, I thought it was an okay album, but I was like, it didn't gravitate to me. You know what I'm saying,
bro? All I know is it don't matter what we doing in the house.
Yeah,
I throw that Doja Cat on, wife be like, oh, that's what we on.
Okay. Oh man.
Yeah, okay. We be in the kitchen cooking together, cleaning.
Yeah.
my happiness is all in your misery.
Ah,
I mean, this is
shit.
Tree Scarlet.
I'm like, yo, I feel like a housewife right now. You know,
Huh.
I have to go sneak and listen to this shit.
Ah,
I'll be in the bathroom, AirPod in, like.
yo, but she can actually rap.
I don't have an issue with her like rapping, like, cause she actually doesn't rap about the typical like.
But that's the thing. That's
the girl shaking booty stuff.
Right.
But she's just
she
weird
does
to me.
that.
She's weird to me though.
She
Like,
does.
Yes.
But that's
weird.
She's weird. But I that plays into her music. It's because it makes it different. Like, think about how many women now. This is the year, the era, I should say, for women.
Yeah.
In hip hop, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But think about how many of these women sound the same
Exact-
on records,
the exact
talking
same.
about the same shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is why Doja Cat's album was a breath of fresh air, because she's
Don't take them to the
she has
Cheesecake
different-
Factory.
She has
Right.
you stupid.
She got a song on there called "Fuck the Girls." Right?
Yeah, yeah.
That song, it's a hard ass song, and like
Yeah.
if I mean I'm a dude and I feel like it's hard, so I'm sure as a female listening to it, I'm sure it translates to some really good vibes. If you putting that shit on. It's a
So y'all got me intrigued. I'm finna go listen to the Doja
She
Cat
got songs
album.
on there with substance though,
Yeah,
and she the
very
fact
much so.
not to take away the fact that she can sing too. She has a great voice. Like the shit is it's dope.
Yeah.
It's dope. It's a dope ass album. And I can play it front to back. Yeah, and I just gave it an open mind. And I knew the minute I said that shit, like publicly, I put it on Facebook.
That's what made me
I was
respond,
laughing at
yeah.
your ass.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Well,
Yeah,
you backed up immediately.
Jig, he backed me up, but
I had to. 'Cause,
Jig backed me up, but like everybody else was like, "Yo, seriously, Doja Cat, my dude." Like,
Hey,
yo,
hey,
are
but
you
look,
serious?
we all entitled to having our guilty pleasures, bro. We entitled to having our guilty pleasures.
Yo,
I ain't guilty with it. Listen.
I'm just like him.
that shit on.
I don't even consider it a guilty pleasure. I just like the shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
I do have guilty pleasures. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know, a nigga like me watch the Zeus Network. That, you know, that's a guilty pleasure. I like some of that ratchet shit. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you know, Doja Cat, she's it for me. You know what I mean? This album was dope. And then lastly, I got E40 Rule of Thumb.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Hey, that album was actually nice though.
E40
Hey.
Rule of Thumb, another front to back.
Yes. Yes.
Another front to back.
Yeah.
What's the name of the album?
And I was surprised.
He's spitting game on it.
Yes.
It's called Rule of Thumb, and the whole album is like he's trying to show you how to be a tycoon.
Yeah. Oh boy. Arthur Fonzarelli. Yes.
Yeah, he's trying to show you how to be, you know what I'm saying, a tycoon.
Yeah. And man, I was surprised how like throughout the whole album, I can listen to the whole album.
Bro,
Shout out to the Bay.
Yeah, shout out to the Bay and shout out to E40. Anytime E40 gets on a Rick Rock beat, you know it's a rap.
Yeah.
Anytime he gets on a Rick Rock beat, it's a rap. So, you know.
Yeah.
But he also had production from other producers, but this album was like front to back, man. Like my wife, she's West Coast to the core, so
Nice.
like
okay.
we just was, I think one night we was just getting hella drunk and smoking. No, I think we ate some Eddies, got hella drunk, and we just put the album on. And he was like, let's hear this front to back, and I was eager to hit the next. Nah, we let the shit ride, and yeah. That album is hard, you know what I mean? So yeah, those are my my 10 right there, man. Yeah, so yeah,
We got a couple on
it's
there.
crazy. I got Nas on there twice. He kind of gets like a cheat sheet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah,
man. Yo,
The man,
the
Bill-
old head.
Bill
You got the
Mulli.
old head. You got old head.
the man, the myth, the legend. What you got?
I got Magic 3 as my number one. I got King Disease 3. That was pretty nice.
Wait a minute, King Disease 3?
Yeah, didn't
Was
that
that
come out?
this-
Yes,
no,
came
I
out this year, right? It came out at the beginning.
I think that
In
was
the
late
2020
in the 2022.
Damn.
Yeah. So you got to substitute.
Yeah,
that.
okay. Well, I'm gonna take that one off. Then I got my next joint is that AZ Truth to Be Told.
Oh,
that album is nice.
It is.
Like, whew.
It is.
And this one, I don't know if we considering this an album or we considering this a mixtape, but Chicago by Traxter, like I can listen to that from beginning to end. He got a lot of different artists featuring on his beats that he's making, but he rap on it too. So I gotta get that. That's probably one of my go-to albums to listen to when I'm riding or going back and forth to work or whatnot. This one is I don't even want to say it's my guilty pleasure because this go hard. I heard Sauce Walker with Conway, that song you got with him, and been listening to this song for a minute now about but that Sauce Walker Ghetto Gospel 3.
I ain't mad at it.
Man, the production on that, the beats, I don't know whoever he got doing his beats. So I gotta research it a little bit more, but
I ain't mad at it.
That's nice. And then I got my Joel Ortiz and Crooked Letter Prosperous album. You know, hey, look, that shit was. Hey, look, you know what? I appreciate it even more because I got to experience it with you. We had to listen to it together, and that was like, yeah,
we both
like looking like, man, I got so hypey off of that, man.
Yeah. Rewind and shit. Like, yo, did he just say? Yo, did you hear what he said? Like,
and it's another aspect of it. It's a grown man album.
Yeah,
they talk about some grown man shit. Like, you know, he said, "What I'm gonna be doing in a strip club with a 22-year-old. I got a daughter the same age as you and all."
Yeah,
it's real nice. Then he got some Bood albums too. So like, you know, you can like refer to that album because, you know, your boo will hold you down, whatever.
Yeah, you got some songs, you know.
Got a song called Wifey on that album.
For that special someone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Then I gotta go to the West, Planet Asia, King Chambers. Hey, that's my dude right there. That's a pretty nice album. You know, that if you really want to be barred up and hear some real nice bars, like, you know what I'm saying, like kind of West Coast. I always equate him to being like a West Coast Wu-Tang member, but you know what I'm saying? That's Planet Asia. Then I gotta get that E40 rule of thumb. Hey, hey, look, bro. Hey, man, he got some shit. Yeah. I'm gonna tell y'all this because it's some Bay Area haters, but you know what I'm saying? Because I could probably be one of them. You know what I'm saying? I could probably be one of them. It's like, you know, we don't appreciate our Bay Area artists. We're coming out of the Bay Area, and I know some people, I ain't gonna put them on blast. I know some people be like, oh, E40, oh, I want to hear. I was like, man, when I heard this E40 rule of thumb,
40 bars.
Yeah, he's spitting like some bars.
He's spitting.
And then I also then after that, I got that West Side Gun.
Okay.
And then I got to go back to the West again. My hit boy Surf or Drown. That album is nice.
I forgot about that.
That album is nice. Hip.
That's another.
Yeah. So like, man, my man Hit Boy, like I equate him to being this is my opinion. I equate him to being the next Kanye as far as beat making. With him doing the Nas albums, you know what I'm saying? I think I equate him because he could do like kind of like the other, you know what I'm saying, other tracks and stuff. Versatile. But yeah, he really do it. I especially like that with him and Alchemist did that song together.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
Where they put that one beat.
Hard. Yeah, that was hard.
And then shit, I had to do it.
Well, hey,
let me go in the closet.
Hold on.
Let me go into the closet.
What you got on that list there, boy?
Oh, God damn it. Oh,
Reed, what you got on that list there, boy?
I had to give props for props to do, even though he probably had a consortium of writers with
Here you go. Here you go. Already.
Hey, but no, I didn't.
In case y'all didn't know, y'all know now.
Man, hold up. I really gotta say it, y'all. No, I'm gonna get to him like Drake, Scary Hour 3. I thought I was like, okay, Drake, okay.
Wow.
I got my drink, get my two-step, It's so, no, I was just like,
hey, ladies, there you have it. We finally
got him to publicly say something nice about Drake.
Positive feedback.
I always give him positive, man. I mean, like I talk a lot of shit about Drake, but I equate him to like he's the Michael Jackson of this era. I always say that. You know what I'm saying? He's the Michael Jackson of this era. I think he's a pop star. I think he's a superstar.
Yeah, he already transcended, like already exceeded the.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's not just a rapper. Like a pop star.
All around
like he makes music for
what he is.
Exactly what he is.
He is a rapper. He's just not an MC. I can't put him in the EFC category.
But you gotta go back. You gotta go back. When he first started, he was lyrical, like bar for bar with
he
anybody.
used to love like he used to love all the justice and and
rap bar for when he first started, but
he was double entendre heavy back then.
And let me address this too, because I just been recently like watching a lot of MC Hammer documentaries and people talking about MC Hammer. MC Hammer was one of the first ones to come out. Now, he town business for real. He got connections in the East, in East Oakland, you know what I'm saying? Military. He was a bad boy for the A's. And you know what I'm saying? He was the one who made it possible for a lot of like entertainers and rappers to get these movie deals, to get like endorsements from like, you know, and everybody. And they was clowning them, even Searching. That's why Search was trying to say that little thing about with them rolling 60s. But like a lot of people was clowning Hammer because he was the first one to open up these opportunities like for the Drakes to do the things that they do and stuff like that. So don't ever get it twisted where I'm like coming down on Drake, because like with everything he do, I hope all the success, and I hope he open up more doors for more people like Hammer did. But you know what I'm saying, that's why we can't really be hating on him as far as he's soft, he make music for the ladies. I fell off from LL for a while after Black Panther. I was like, he just doing, but you know what I'm saying, I had to grow, you know what I'm saying?
Bad shit.
Yeah, I do. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah.
To each his own, you know what I'm saying? So
did you check your phone? Because Rick sent his list in. I got him down, but you can go ahead and name them off.
Okay. Let me see what he got. What we got here. Okay. All right. So okay. So I'll read off Rick's list. He has Nas Magic 2 and then Nas Magic 3. I think he classified both of those as one. Well, he put Nas Magic 2 and 3.
Yeah, but he got that's.
But so then he has Currency and Harry Fraud Vices. Elzai and Oh No Heavy Vibrato. I forgot about that one. That just came out too. I think it came out like 2 Fridays ago, if I'm not mistaken. DJ Mugg Soul Assassins 3. That's in my honorable mentions, definitely.
Yeah.
Remember I tried to.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Pat, I was putting Pat. I put you on.
Yeah, Soul Assassins.
But we were talking about that at work.
Yeah, most definitely. Planet Asian, Apollo Brown Sardines.
Yep, that's my. I was gonna say that too about the Apollo Brown one. Yeah.
The God Fahim and Oh No Berserko. You know what I'm saying? Odyssey, To What End? He got Busta Rhymes Blockbuster.
Ooh, that's that new album that came out.
The new one.
Man. I can't give him that one.
The Claim and Madlib in the beginning. So those are his.
Okay. Yeah.
So it just lets you know what type of time Rick could be on. Rick is straight to the point. Straight to the point, and you got to be about bars, nigga. Period.
Yeah. I respect his list. I respect that list. Except for the Busta Rhymes one. I mean, I respect the Busta.
He already said he ain't feeling that Blockbuster.
That Busta Rhymes. I ain't even heard it.
I've heard it. I'm not gonna say it's like whack. It's
just,
I didn't get far.
It's just he's trying to cater to the
younger crowd.
Okay. That's what I think it is.
Thank you for that.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I know it's like not fully for me. Like, cause I don't mind when he does but it's not fully for me because it's not, you
and it ain't LEL.
I can't
extinction level.
But yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, this list is dope as hell. You know, that just lets you know. Shout out Rick, man. Oh, before we move on, shout out to the rest of the squad. Got to do that.
Oh yeah. Most definitely.
Wizzy, you know what I'm saying? Wizzy, you're a genius, nigga.
You're a genius, partner.
Yeah, shout out to Wizzy. Shout out to Rick, who couldn't be here. But via his list, he's here in Hip Hop Marvel spirit.
Yeah.
Shout out Brandis, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And starting 2024, she definitely will be on, more episodes, you know what I'm saying? Life shit happens, you know what I'm saying?
Marvelous.
You know what I mean? So, merch coming soon. We got a lot of things in store for 2024. But yeah, I just wanted to take time out to shout out the rest of the squad. Am I forgetting anybody else? We got most of the squad here
today.
We all here.
Most of the squad is here.
Man, T-Dub here.
You know what I'm saying? We got most of the squad here. I'm trying to think of anybody we missing out. Shout out to all of y'all listening and viewing. You know, I know it's like a slow burn with the content. You know, we working on it, and I mean, it's not saying anything that is fucking funny. But I'm sorry.
When he got his haircut.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, but that's fucking funny.
Oh, yeah.
That threw me off. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but yeah. I was looking at something like behind the scenes, and the shit threw me off. But back to you guys. Thank you for supporting us and for rocking with us so far.
Most definitely.
Thank y'all for
I always say it, but we definitely we do have a lot more in store for you guys. Especially starting with the start of the new year.
Oh,
2024 is going to be I'm saying it and I'm putting it out there that it's going to be a busy year and a dope year for the pod.
I think everybody just getting settled, like moving and settled, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm the last one.
Right.
But yeah.
Once we get all the
pieces
moved and everything, everybody, like most of us are settled. Like I said earlier, like, my wife and I, we're still, settling, adjusting to the new crib, but for the most part, we there. Like we already like look at it as home. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you do too. You know what I'm saying? If you can't tell, we live from the from the chimichanga truck.
Yeah. Shout out to Jig, man. This your collection is impressive, bro. Like, I mean, I ain't even like, I'm not even mad at you, bro. And like how you got everything, man. I respect, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said I'm gonna bless you with something. And then I'm on one of our podcasts when I finish it. I'm gonna bless you with.
It's just like, I don't know. It's like, what's that saying? What do you get the man that has everything?
I think I'm gonna try to get you something like an original something.
What do you get the man that has everything? Deadpool? Because I definitely want to bless him for like the holidays or something, or even after or whatever. But I don't know where to begin. Like, this nigga has like everything. Look, these are all just Deadpool. Well, most of them just Deadpool Funko Pops. Damn spots. Yeah, few other characters I see.
Yeah.
I got that Stan Lee. I got that Stan Lee from the when we went to the exhibit when they first opened.
Oh yeah, they
in
had
Charlotte. Yeah, I bought it in the gift shop.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Marvel exhibit.
It's gone now, huh?
Yeah, when it first came to the country, it came to Philadelphia at the Franklin Institute.
Right, and that's where you got.
I got that guy. Those lights from.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what's up.
Oh, party lights. I thought it was like Christmas lights.
They don't even sell them in the U.S. You can only get them in Australia. And I was trying to find some extra ones, and I found out Funko doesn't even sell them in the United States.
Damn.
So I just got lucky.
Hell yeah. But like I said, people, we appreciate all you out there, all the hip hop Marvelites for tuning in, for subscribing, listening, sharing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we just want you to tell a friend we're still growing. If you're tuning in, please remember to listen, share, rate, and subscribe. We're everywhere you get your podcast, audio-wise, across the board. And you can catch us now on YouTube. We got the team behind, this podcast working on things as far as the YouTube's concerned. So you will see more content soon. All right.
Yeah, because I was like, they digging in my chest. They're like, man, you had me with the two. Well, like, man, I said, we're working on it, man.
Coming. We got a lot of back issues to put out. So y'all will be getting a lot of back issues. I know a lot of the subject matter will be dated, but it's still entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
2024, we're gonna definitely have newer episodes added up, on the YouTube, and yeah, man.
We just warming up.
Yeah, we just warming up. Yeah, just getting started.
And like you said, this is grassroots for all of us. I mean, at least for me, it's grassroots. I mean, I did a podcast a little bit before. I was doing more like artists and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And one-on-ones with like, some artists from Atlanta and stuff like that. But like with this group of guys, the chemistry, like I just want to thank all of them, from even to Rick and Brandis. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, for sure, man.
Good
Sure,
group of people,
mhm.
man. Good group of individuals. You know what I'm saying? Solid people.
You got to realize how I handpicked all of you guys, man, to be a part of it. And like I said, it goes back to real, recognize real, man.
Yeah.
A lot of us, how we met, we talked about either some pop culture shit, some music shit, some comic book shit. I remember when I first met T, when I was, at the gig, you know what I mean? Used to hear you talk about shit to other motherfuckers. I was like, oh, they talk about shit that I like. Let me go. I hate to hear Russell and fucking nigga, y'all talk about what show?
That's how you meet me.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Same thing with Pat. Me and Pat used to talk about music and shit and pop culture shit, movies, old movies and all types of shit. Anybody that knows me knows I'm very nostalgic, especially to the 80s.
Yeah. Me too.
Like I'm very like I'm pro 80s, like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Every facet. Music, fashion, whatever. I'm pro 80s. Movies, even those horrible
beat movies.
and shit.
So bad they're good.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm
Cult classic.
right.
Yeah.
Everybody knows me. I'm that. So like anytime I link up, I think I met you the same way I met Terry.
Yeah.
We worked at the gig.
Me and my kin folks, Constance, we
Y'all was talking about
we was rapping.
Y'all was talking about rapping and talking about Wu-Tang and shit.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned you was going to the Wu concert. And
Yeah.
I said I'm going too.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? He ended up going to the Wu concert and I went too. Had a dope ass time, and then from there, man, we just built the friendship.
And one, I'm gonna tell you, we met each other years before at a concert. I believe it was the KRS-One concert. This dude comes up to me.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't like it. Just years later, I was like, "Damn, you was that dude?"
Yeah.
Because I'll always be running that in my head. It's like, man,
It's so amped, like, I'm coming up to like strangers, like, yo, he killed that shit, like, you know what I mean? Like,
he's like, man, we gotta do this because this is going away. This is not gonna be here forever. I was like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
And he remembered me all the way from back, and he brought that to my attention. I'm like, yo, you was this dude, and that shit came full circle.
Yeah.
Shit's crazy. As far as Jig, man, shit, I've seen Jig show up on my algorithm. And I'm like, this nigga got a mean ass Deadpool collection. But I'm like, this motherfucker's in North Carolina?
Yeah.
So then I'm thinking you like maybe in Charlotte or some shit. And I see, this motherfucker's in Durham?
Huh.
Then that's when we started connecting.
Yeah.
You told me where you was at. Like, this is when I was at the old crib. Like, this nigga's like 10 minutes away from me. Like, what the fuck? I'm looking at his like following and shit. I'm like, he got a pretty good following. And I'm like, he's here in Durham? Oh, I got to interview this nigga. Interviewed him. And I'm like, oh, he knows his shit. Like, he needs to be part of the squad. So
I appreciate
you know what I'm saying?
it because like I was offered a couple times, and it's just you can tell when it just don't feel all the way right.
Oh no,
the first day around you guys, like I said,
this like
was just surreal for me. It's awesome, and I'm being out here. I'm from Philly. I don't know nobody. So I don't talk to nobody. I talk to my kids. I talk to my wife. I talk to a few people at work.
I think a lot of us are like that. Though.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Believe it or not, a lot of us are like that. We stayed out. I know me and my wife. We stayed. We stayed ourselves, really.
That's my best friend. Yeah, 100%. And that's how I deal with life. So, once I came across you guys, it was a blessing. I truly, truly appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Like I said, real recognize real, like-minded folks getting together, you know what I mean? And it's like a brotherhood, like a family and shit, you know what I mean? That's why I always hit y'all up on the group chat like squad. That's what we are, you know what I mean? So,
I got 5 that we all came in.
I was getting ready to.
Oh,
wait a minute. You said 5 what?
We all came in agreement with
one album.
Like 5 albums. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the point. That's the 5 right. But you gotta. But now the thing is,
they're in order.
Which one? You already did it. You already did it in order. Which
I know
one
the
came?
King disease.
Hold on.
No. Michael was first because
Okay.
everybody put like 3 people put Michael first. Magic 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gift and a Curse. Magic 2, and then Scary Hours 3 was the only one that like more than like 2 of us liked, because I put a star by everyone that multiple people liked, and then once I highlighted it, that was 3. Those were the 3 that are the 5 that were highlighted.
Okay.
So and they were in that order.
So Michael was the highest.
Yeah, Michael was like.
I think everybody got
first on mine, first on Pet.
Well, except for you.
I have it on there. But I don't think old boy had it on his.
Rick didn't have it, but Rick had Magic 3 as his number 1. You had Magic 3 as your number 1.
Yeah.
So there was 3 of the Michaels at 1 and 1, 2.
Okay.
So that's why it won. And then Magic 3 was next. And then Gift and the Curse was higher than Magic 2 for most people because Magic 2 was at the bottom. And then Scary Hours was just at the bottom, but multiple people put it on there.
Okay, so reiterate that this is our, ladies and gentlemen, this is our top 5. This is Hip Hop Marvel's top 5 albums of 2023. Go ahead.
Michael by Killer Mike, Magic 3 by Nas, Gift and the Curse by Gunna, Magic 2 by Nas, and Scary Hours 3 by Drake. That's our top 5.
That's our top 5. And I'm not mad at it at all. I'm not mad at it at all. I'm not mad at it at all.
Drake being at the bottom fits.
But he's in the top 5.
It's
but
still in the top 5.
Don't. Fans, he's in the top 5. He's in the top 5. But yeah, man, I think that
he gonna go KD on us, get a burner account,
and start talking shit.
But I think that's a pretty fair assessment. Granted, all of the albums we listen to, you know what I'm saying, and we got collectively, and we got the
in common.
Yeah, and we got to like see some that weren't on everybody else's list.
Yeah, I learned 4 albums right now that I'm gonna listen to today,
and that's the point.
That's the whole point of it.
Yeah, I gotta pick out that Doja Cat. I gotta listen to it. I got to.
Give it an honest, open heart.
Like open. Don't listen to it with like don't put no wall up.
I used to be like that. Now I honestly try to get something. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? We all got to grow. We all got. Hey, look, I'm trying to.
And he'll be like, man,
no. Hey, I used to be like that, but then I found out that I was missing some jewels. It may have had a song down the way that may have been fit what I like. So like I said, we all got to grow. We all got to grow process. I'm growing. I'm still, I'm still being worked on a little bit. So. I gotta make sure that, it's what I like. But like I said, y'all, like I said, I respect y'all telling me things like that. Cause like you put me up on like that E40. I was like, I don't know about this E40. You might have like a nice song on there. But when I heard it and I listened to the whole album, I was like, man, 40 Water, you know what I'm saying? That's my dude.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
He became my dude on this album because like my last 40 album was it the one with Sprinkle Me? That was my last.
That was what I said.
I really.
Damn.
That's like 95.
Damn, you ain't get with the other albums like when it came out with Tell Me When to Go and all that shit.
Yeah, those were the songs. They had singles. Singles was cool. But I'm just talking about a complete albums. Cause Sick With It, you know what I'm saying? Namasi, all them, you know what I'm saying? I'm funny. Yeah, I come from, I know it. Hey, look. Well, he got a song. He said, you know what I'm saying? He said, I keep a mirror in my pocket, you know what I'm saying? Right before I go to bed, I make sure that my mirror is there, you know what I'm saying? So I respect 40, and I respect 40 for his hustle.
No, his hustle is immaculate though.
A lot of people don't give him his real flowers. His real flowers is anybody who independent, anybody who got independent game, got it from 40, got it from the Bay.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. So we're gonna go real quick over some honorable mentions.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Before we get out of here, some honorable mentions.
Okay.
We'll start with you, T.
Bro, I ain't gonna hold you. Like I struggle to get a 10.
No, it ain't gotta be, it could be any amount, because these are just honorable. We just putting this out there to let people know, like, don't sleep on these joints because like they wasn't in our top 10 personal list, but they still top top prospects for the year. You know what I'm saying?
I got you, but I ain't got one.
You ain't got not one honorable mention?
Listen.
Not one?
If I told you what I listened to all through 2023,
some older shit,
album from 19, 20, 21, 20. Like I don't think I.
Well, that's a given though. I think though. I'm just saying like not nothing from this year though. All right, we'll go to Pat. Pat,
I'm gonna go Big X the Plug, the biggest.
Okay,
that's it.
That album. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's it. All right.
My honorable mention would be Lloyd Banks.
Okay, the course of the inevitable 3.
It's solid. It stands on its own. I don't think the other one's even worth mentioning.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna go with. I got a few. I'll go with that I like listen to. They honorable mention. They didn't necessarily make my top 10 list, but Number one is Stallone and Weathers, The Cost of Doing Business. This is local. You know what I'm saying? This is NC hip hop.
Okay.
Shout out to Precise Politics. Shout out to K Hill. Setting up an interview with them, so they will be on the show to talk about the album. But the album is fucking phenomenal. It's dope. I got Jeezy. I might forgive, but I don't forget.
Yeah, that.
See, look, now he want to come with some honorable mentions. You know what I'm saying?
That's one.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I got, Jeezy. You know what I mean? That album is dope. It was good to hear from Jeezy. That album was dope because it kind of took me back to like mixtape Jeezy. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
It took me back to Thug Motivation type shit. You know what I mean? Gangsta Grills Jeezy. I put now, this goes back to what I was saying earlier about these are figures in hip hop, but their albums necessarily wasn't hip hop.
Okay.
But I got them listed because they're hip hop figures. I got Lil Yachty, Let's Start Here. That album was phenomenal. It sounds like some psychedelic Pink Floyd shit. I'm a big Pink Floyd fan. I like the risk he took with that album. You know what I'm saying? It was different from what he normally puts out. And I'm like, all right, is he growing? And then on top of that, I will give Yachty props. He was saying like, shit is sounding the same these days.
And
I said he's not to cut you off, but I'm saying he's growing. And I'm seeing it right before my eyes. You know what I'm saying? And he's valuing the music. And
he's heavy in the production.
He's heavy in the production. Like there's a lot of songs that you would never guess that he wrote or produced.
Exactly. Yeah. And
that track with Cole,
that's what I'm saying.
Like
that's one of the illest verses from Cole this year too.
Bro.
That song was that shit was dope.
Taylor Port Junkies off the Rylo Rodriguez. He had bars in that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was surprised too hearing that from you because I never really been a Yachty fan.
Right. But I'm just saying he's growing as an artist.
Oh yeah.
And he's
definitely.
getting fed up with shit sounding the same. And you know what I mean? And this is coming from one of those artists that we thought he sounded like the rest of these niggas.
But they did that to get into the game. I mean, it was just
exactly
like what I mentioned with Thug earlier. He did a bunch of weird stuff, but then I
don't mind that. Yeah.
Then once he got where he was at, he was like,
all right, all right, now y'all gonna get this, and I don't mind that. So yeah, I had that Lil Yachty. Let's start.
That's Lil Yachty when he did that song "Broccoli" with my mans.
Yeah,
that was my joint. That was my piece, my guilty pleasure.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Broccoli,
Hey, that was my shit. I ain't gonna hold you. That was my shit.
So yeah, another one I got is Tizo Touchdown.
Fuck with boy.
Yo, his album is a breath of fucking fresh air, and it is phenomenal.
He is so
it's too bad. He would have been number one on my hip hop list if it was hip hop.
He's alternative. He's 100% alt.
But
that young man.
That album, who is this? That Tizo Touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's on track 2 on the Drake.
Bro, you gotta have an open mind.
He's the one who has the nails coming out of his head.
Yeah, his
head.
I did a skit of skit of one of his songs some time ago. He Don't Be a Sucker.
He's
solid.
His album. I put my shout out to Naya, my niece. I put her on to him, so I had to drive to Greensboro to pick her up from A&T, and to take her back down towards the Ville, towards Hope Mills and everything. And
if you're looking up his social media, it might be Tizo Toes. He became Tizo Touchdown once he got signed.
Right.
I was looking at the album.
Oh yeah,
the name of the album is How Do You Sleep at Night? But yep. So yeah, so we were driving. Well, I was driving her down, and we were listening to the music. And so I said, I want you to peep this. Let me know what you think. Whatever. We listened to the album top to bottom. Now I already listened to it top to bottom, but this is me listening to it again. Flawless, man. Like you got to have an open mind. He has all types of sounds. Punk rock.
Yeah, he does whatever.
80s. Nigga, like you just go in my line.
No, man, it's
a breath. It's a breath of fresh air. This
sounds like whatever his song he's trying to give.
For a debut album, it's a classic to me. It's dope. It was a breath of fresh air. So I got him on there. But the only thing is, like I said, it's not. He raps a little on the album, but it's not full of rap. It's like more so. But he got songs on there with messages though. That's another thing. Like it's entertaining to hear. He's coming with a different approach. He's actually saying something. He's not sounding like nobody else, and he's actually good. And his production is good. You know
He's
what
a
I'm saying?
musician. He plays quite a few instruments.
He's dope.
Talented.
He's dope. He's dope. So I got that. All right. So the next one for my honorable mention, y'all gonna look at me crazy, but I don't care. Y'all, I got Doja Cat on there. Hey, this album literally came out yesterday.
Yeah.
Pink Friday 2, Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
Nicki Minaj, Pink Friday 2.
I haven't heard it, but I listened to it. I've been hearing she brought a barred up on there.
Me and wifey listened to it last night. My wife is a huge Nicki Minaj fan. It's 3 people. The trifecta is Drake, Nicki Minaj, and B. You can't mess with mess with those 3 people, those 3 artists.
Oh man.
When it comes to my wife, yeah.
I mean, I don't got no beef with B. Jay, don't come out my head. We need that album.
Oh Lord.
But you know.
But yeah, those 3.
Carrie Hilson, that's my boo.
Oh my good, here you go.
Carrie Hilson, my
that's
boo.
another podcast.
Hey, don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
Well, yeah, I got Nicki Minaj, Pink Friday 2, Metro Boomin, Heroes and Villains, and I got Mick Jenkins, The Patience.
You know what one you left off of there?
What?
That new Ghostface. That Ghostface Fire Stick that just came out like 2 days ago.
That's a like official Ghostface album, or is it like an unofficial joint? Because it's a lot.
It ain't like I've been listening to it. It's okay, but you know I haven't really got through the whole album yet. But it's Ghostfaces. It's Ghostfacing. You know what I'm saying? It's a little different. It's a little different from Ghostface from really. You know what I'm saying? Because he used to use a lot of soulful like tracks and stuff.
Right.
That's even when I listened to that Sauce Walker album, that Gospel 3, Ghetto Gospel 3, I said, damn, Ghost and Ray will go real nice on these beats. If you think, go back and listen to it.
Yeah.
And you listen to like a Ghost and Ray.
Those are like
them,
type
them
stuff. Yeah.
Like, you know,
for sure. But yeah, that Mick Jenkins, The Patience, fire. You know what I mean?
Mick always got fire.
Mick just be spitting. That's always, you know what I mean? Another one honorable mention is Nick Grant. Nick Grant shit was hard too.
Okay.
I forget the title off the top, but yeah. But yeah, other than that, man, those are my honorable mentions. You got any before we get on out of here?
That was the only one was that Ghostface. You know, I'm a whole head. But I'm anticipating Eric Sermon got a coming out. I think he supposed to put it out before the end of this year, maybe early next year. But I love when I heard him on Mad Hoffa, he was talking about what he was finna do. He was finna put like barred up MCs against another barred up MC. He got a beat and like he'll get like, what was he saying? He was like, he'll take a Redman and put him with like another dude that like will fit with Redman as far, and then let him go at it on a track. And he said he got a bunch of cats that he's doing that. Well, I forgot some of the names he was saying. Like he had that they gonna he gonna give him the beat and let them bar up against each other on the track.
Yeah, that'd be fire.
Yeah,
that'd be fire.
So,
but yeah, so everybody cool with the joint?
Yeah.
With the list, you know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Yeah. I mean, it's what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So this will probably be our like second to last episode for the year. Next episode, we should have Rick with us, you know what I mean? And we'll get into, some of the happenings in hip hop and Marvel, the MCU for 2023 and, our expectations for, 2024. A lot of things coming up for hip hop and for Marvel in 2024. So we'll probably touch on that. I know you're excited.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Deadpool 3.
Oh,
the only movie coming out for MCU in 2024. So
they've been talking about that Blue Marble though.
Man, that's wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything just.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I'm hoping they regroup and
it's the beginning of everything. We get Secret Wars. We're gonna see every character.
Trust me, I got faith. Either way, they getting no money. I don't give a shit. Like they always do.
Yeah.
Like,
that Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, I think that's a lot.
They've already moved on. They've already moved on. Yeah, they were.
Did they decide everything? They said that. I knew the last I heard they were waiting on the court case to see if they were going to like scrap his Kang
Once that
movie.
recorded audio came out,
Yeah, they already started nursing us to get Doctor Doom.
Doom, yeah.
And then they already.
And I don't mind that
The way
now.
they ended Loki too. I mean, I got that when the way they
Yeah,
ended Loki
yeah.
too. But I mean, they about to scrap a whole movie. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm ready for it now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just tired of the back and forth. Like, are we gonna keep him or we're not gonna keep him?
Yeah,
just give us
something. So
I think he's gonna be around. He's gonna get nerfed, and he's gonna end up being sacrificed to see an even bigger villain.
Right.
Which would either be Doctor Doom and or Galactus,
Galactus,
because
yeah.
they're already
Yeah.
casting somebody for him. So
yeah.
It's a lot going on.
I was expecting Galactus a lot sooner. The
So
way
was I.
like the other ones ended, like
Yeah.
the previous.
I get why they wait. It's almost like you got to go through Doom before you get to him though, because Galactus.
It's a lot.
It's a bigger story to tell. He exceeds
Right.
the Celestials and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like,
I got one thing. With the Celestials, you talking about that, and these movies that have happened, why the fuck haven't anybody talked about Tiamat? That big ass Celestial just sitting out there.
yeah.
Nobody's mentioning
from
him.
the Eternals.
Yeah.
That's why.
You're
That's why.
gonna see that. You're gonna see that.
Nobody mentioned that, like even in a news report or some
Like-
shit. Like they could have.
That's why I was asking because it just.
Yeah, it's just right
So,
there
plot
in the
holes.
middle of the.
Yeah.
What was that? The Indian Ocean or some shit?
It was.
Yeah, in the middle of the fucking Indian Ocean, a big palm, like.
That's why. That's
And
why I was
part
saying
of
I
the
thought
head.
he was coming
And
sooner.
part of the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I
That
thought
ends
Galactus
up
was.
being somebody's headquarters in the comics. And I can't remember exactly who, but I do recall one of the villains having a hollowed celestial head as his base.
But I want to see them like at least allude to the fact that it's out there, like in a subtle way, like in one of these Marvel movies, like in the background in the TV, like we're here from the Indian Ocean, and
Right.
you know
I
what
mean,
I'm
they
saying?
snapped and disappeared for 5 years ahead in the fucking Indian Ocean. That ain't nothing.
Yeah, that
Like,
ain't
where was
shit,
I
though.
for the last?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
I
For
left. You was 16. Now you 21.
Right. That's right. Yeah. But yeah. Oh, real quick. Anybody seen the Marvels? Anybody like the
I
Marvels?
have
What?
not seen it yet.
I saw the Marvels. I saw the Marvels. Nobody else?
I liked it.
Yeah, I
I
like
ain't
it.
gonna.
Too.
I thought it
I
was
ain't gonna
good.
front. I ain't been pressed to see it. Like I'm gonna see it.
It's
but I
it's
ain't-
pretty
good.
dope. It's pretty good. It's pretty
good.
dope. It makes me want to. At first, I was like, we don't need another Miss Marvel TV show, but it makes me want to. She's a delight to see on TV.
Yeah,
I mean, to see.
Mulli.
I mean, not on TV, but on the screen. She's a fucking delight. You know what I'm saying? And I love the fact that when they skip to her scene in the movie, on the wall, you see that Jersey City sign. I was like, that's home. That's a home team. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Jersey City, Chilltown. You know what I'm saying? 201. You know what I mean? And the place to be.
But I think right now what's happening with Marvel and these hero movies, because it's going to be a big thing with aliens. They're going to bring back aliens again. Predator movies. It's going to be mostly alien backed movies.
You got
Because, like I
Romulus
said,
coming out.
Yeah.
You got Prey 2 coming
Well,
out.
you know those franchises are Marvels now, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Anything
So,
you see drop on Hulu.
Yeah,
it's
that's
Disney.
Disney.
It's
Yeah.
Marvel.
that's why they put out a what was it? Alien comic, Alien Marvel comic. So I'm wondering if they're gonna like bring like it's so many possibilities. Like later on down the
Well,
line,
I think they're
the heroes could be fighting aliens and shit. Like
I think they were getting fatigued though. Like they were saying like hero fatigue, but I think too, like with a lot of the Marvel stuff, they're putting a lot of like political agendas in it, which is I think they're losing fan bases because of that.
I can see
Because,
that.
It'll
like,
be fine, but that's
Yeah.
those right wing people.
Yeah.
They had that issue when
Yeah.
Captain
America.
America, the Black Captain America,
America,
the last episode he had
that speech he
that
gave and
speech
shit.
He did.
Yeah.
He talked a lot of trash, but that was only because it was uplifting the black people.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's
man.
it.
We'll be fine, and it's
Yeah.
not. They say hero fatigue. I think it's just bad movie fatigue.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm gonna tell you what the key was, and I've been seeing this circulate the internet, and I'm gonna just put this out there, and then we can get on out of here, whatever. But they're saying that the people behind the scenes making these movies, they're not putting their all into it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
They're going based off of what they think the audience would like.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And they're trying to follow something that worked before. They constantly keep doing that, and that's what's fucking up the market right now. If they really study the source material, really find out what these fucking fans want, then we'll be
Super
going
easy.
back to the theaters in droves
Yep.
and getting. Lately, a lot of these Marvel movies haven't hit $1 billion.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? They used to be back to back to back to back.
First weekend. Boom. Yeah.
Because what was the last one? The
last $1 billion?
Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, it might have been
Spider-Man.
That
it might have been
Spider-Verse?
far from. I mean, Spider.
No Way Home.
No Way Home.
No Way Home. Yeah, it might
That
have
was
been No
the
Way
last
Home.
billion.
Yeah,
And then that was what?
that was 2 years ago.
Mhm.
3?
Two.
It was
2 years ago. Yeah. So yeah, with there hadn't been any movies that hit the Billy mark. You know what I'm saying?
I was when you were talking about the monsters and stuff. I saw something from DC the other day, and it was Superman was fighting Godzilla because you know like
Yeah.
HBO owns
Godzilla
all that.
beat
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
shit, yeah.
I saw. So I mean, that might be a common theme coming.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, you know
Did you
who's running
see-
DC now, though, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
James Gunn.
James
That's
Gunn.
the writer
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy. So
Yeah.
he has the Marvel blueprint.
Yeah.
So yeah, and he's already hired his brother Sean Gunn. He was one of the Guardians of the Galaxy. He's the he replaced Yandu.
Yeah.
The thing on his head.
Yeah.
They got so many major characters that they're redoing.
Mhm.
DC's about to be just as good.
Yeah.
Well, they're starting over. That was the everybody
way
was
over. All the
pissed
way over,
because
yeah.
the whole Zack Snyder thing they cut it all out, and he
Yep.
wants to build characters from the ground up
No,
and not
yeah.
give you somebody and grow. I mean, that's what they did in Marvel. In Marvel, you met everybody at a young age. They
Ground
grew
up.
10-year
Yeah.
plan.
but
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
they're out. Like now they're out.
By the time you think that we wouldn't feel so sad with Tony dying if we didn't get that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If
of
we
course.
didn't
They had a
like,
whole generation of time with this man.
yeah, so when he died, it's like, oh
It was
shit.
a real loss. Yeah.
Yeah.
For real.
Indeed.
So but yeah, man, it was dope chopping it up with y'all, man.
Indeed.
Yep. Yes,
They're
sir.
being back.
Yeah, we back.
Yes. Glad to have you back.
We
T.
back like Joel Santana used to say, we're back like cook crack. You know what I mean? That I think that was like a mixtape series between him and Lil Wayne.
Wayne,
It was
yep.
called Back Like Cook Crack. I said, God damn. So yeah, yeah, man, it's been dope chopping it up with y'all. It's been dope chopping it up with y'all out there. Like I said, listen, share, rate, subscribe with everywhere you get your podcast.
Yes, sir.
Across the board, all platforms.
Yes, sir.
Remember to follow us on Instagram at Hip Hop Marvels, Facebook Hip Hop Marvels, all one word. Don't forget to subscribe to that YouTube. There's more content coming. We guarantee it. Anything else before we head on out?
We good.
We're good.
Yeah.
We're
You know what I'm
good.
saying? Coming to you live from the Chimichanga truck, like I said. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jig for this great ambiance, this great space, you know what I mean?
Appreciate it. Hopefully we can get more shows done. 'Cause
Oh, yeah,
we
for-
got the space.
yeah.
so we
Yeah,
can
for
get
sure.
this done.
For sure.
Thanks for the hospitality.
Not a
man.
problem. I
Sir,
lock my
thank
kids
you.
in the closet, so they're fine.
Yeah. For sure. And until next time, Hip Hop Marvels, we are out.
Malo sreće, malo bola, prazno mjesto pored stola, više uzme no što daje.
What up, young Wizzy? You a genius, partner.
We got it locked from your block to the comic shop.